Hi. I was just watching on Netflix uh, this documentary about a rather seemingly small town in West Virginia, United States, about the severe heroin addiction and drug addiction that they were having there. And it's a very um, drug addiction and severe drug addiction of hard drugs is a massive, have had been the last 5 to 10 years, and a massive increase in the United States, in the rural United States. And that is something to investigate and to learn and to realize. And for me to see some of those people, just a short glimpse, just a picture and some words into their lives, and it reminds me how fragile this life is, and how easy it is to break down. And that all the times that I've breaking down, I was crying watching this. I was sort of having a little breakdown watching this. I was crying watching this TV, Netflix, and after I've broken down many times. Sometimes really deep down hard and crashing hard, hurting others, hurting myself. And I know for a fact that at this minute there are thousands and millions of people out there having a fucking crash, having a blackout, having a fucking hard, difficult, seemingly impossible time with whatever they're going through, whatever their story is, wherever they are in this world. There are so many millions of us that are having a fucking collapse and breaking down. So what I've learned from me, from my walking, through my schizophrenia, through my addictions, is that to not stop embracing myself, to not stop embracing yourself, to not stop accepting myself for what I've done. Don't stop the forgiveness process. Please continue on forgiving all the nitty gritty, fucked up, whatever stories and traumas that you are carrying, that I'm carrying. Do not stop it, because within that breaking down, where your body, where this earth, where the stars, where the animals, where your history, your body, your physical is reaching out, trying to tell you something. Your physical is trying to scream at you, show you something. And you will break down over and over and over and over and over again. You will break down, like I've broken down, until we're able to realize what the fuck is the lesson that my body, that this physical reality is telling me. What is the physical reality? What is my body trying to communicate to me with me breaking down so many times? So I've learned to not stop embracing myself, to not stop forgiving myself, to not stop standing up for responsibility, self-responsibility for myself, to become 100% responsible for all the doo-doo, all the nitty, all the whatever stories, things, happenings, events that ever take place on the surface of this earth. All of it. 100%. We are all equals, standing as trying to find that responsibility in life, to become responsible, honest, self-honest people, to learn to become self-honest, That is something else that, you know, and the physical body, this earth, trees, animals, rivers, mountains, and so on, forests, and so on, has this programming that we have been denying for so long. For responsibility, self-honesty, equality, and oneness. I will repeat that one more time. Self-responsibility, self-honesty, equality, and oneness. What is best for all? Not just me, but what is best for all. Until we realize and learn to live that difference, that change of nature, of ourselves as nature. Once we realize and be able to change ourselves as our own given nature, as our physicality, to live in the physical, in equality, in self-honesty, in self-respect, in self-responsibility, in oneness, as all is one, as I am equal, as all is one. Until we are able to live that, this body, this nature, existence, this life will make us aware that we are not yet living it. Whether that be earthquakes, whether it be flu, whether it be a sickness, a severe illness, or whatever, life as physicality, as this nature, as our bodies, as the animals, as the sky, as the sun, etc., 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 will let us know and wake us up, you know? So, relating back to myself and my story, I have broken down so many times I cannot even count it. But I realize now that looking back that there is some very core points that I have to realize within breaking down. Never stop embracing myself, never stop loving myself, never stop accepting myself, never stop forgiving myself. So I can grow and learn, expand and evolve from that crashing down into the ground. From me breaking down. Over and over again. Rise up. What was happening? What can I learn from this? What can I learn from this? Always find what can I learn from this experience. Because our body, our physical body, nature, earth, life will tell us over and over again, remind us about this responsibility as we are all equal, as we are all one, as we are all responsible for everything on this earth. So, yeah, check out the documentary called Heroin from West Virginia. It's a very short film. It's a very decent made film, honest film. And the point is again here that we will face breaking down over and over again as our physicality, as our bodies, as nature, as earth, as dirt, as trees, as water, as animals, as our kidneys, as our heart, liver, lungs, all the natural physical stuff that needs to be in balance, that we as humanity, through greed, selfishness, blame, anger, depression, all sorts of concepts that we have made in our minds, all sorts of concepts that we've made in our minds, and going into separation, inequality, and so on and so on. So life will bring us back and tell us what we have to realize. So within breaking down, there is always something to learn. Within breaking down, there is always something greater or whatever, honest responsibility, etc., to learn from. Thanks. That was my sharing of this documentary, Heroin, today from Netflix. And let's keep forgiving. Let's keep accepting ourselves. Let's keep creating a good life for all, where all can be and live and have a good quality life in oneness and equality. We can create. In fact, we can and we must. We have no other choice than to do our very best to create heaven on earth. That is what we would like to see, and that is what we must bring, because this is inequality in oneness, and life is inequality in oneness, and trees and birds and fish and animals and mountains and rivers are all standing waiting for humanity, humans, to equalize with self, with life, with everything. Responsible, self-honest. You get the picture. Thank you very much.